My name is Naomi Robinson and I'm an accounts assistant in Ulster Carpet Mills. I basically assist the financial director in producing the monthly accounts, and I look after the girl who looks after the accounts payable sector. I would help her out and pull together different aspects of the administration and invoicing side of the business. Well, I would like to be an accountant, and I still am doing a part-time course through my own time to try and reach that qualification. From high school, I probably had it in my head that I would like to be an accountant. It was something that I took a notion that I wanted to do. Don't really know where it came from. I did work in an accountant's practice for 2 years when I was doing my accountant technician qualification. I started initially doing it there, and I just didn't like the environment. There wasn't much fun for me in it. It was very pressurised, and there was only possibly about 10 people worked in it. I was just used with more interaction with people. I was brought up outside Ballygolly in County Tyrone, brought up on a dairy farm, so we were given very much a work ethos where you always had to help out on the farm regardless whether you were male, female or what age. From an early age we were sent out maybe to gather potatoes, gather stones, whatever needed to be done. School was fine, but I was glad to leave too. I didn't mind being there when I was there, but I wouldn't say I loved it. I don't know, I didn't mind working when I was at school. I didn't mind the school, but again I was quite happy to go into the world of work after I left that. It just was me. I'm not a real studier, that's probably my problem. I hate sitting studying, and I hated sitting studying for exams, and I did music exams outside of school. Again, I love playing the piano, but I hated doing music exams. Possibly it's actually the pressure of exams I don't like. I went to high school and did my GCSEs, then I went on and done a GMVQ in business studies. When I had just started that school, I just moved to that school and my mum passed away. She'd got cancer, so that kind of put a bit of a dent in the family. But it was to keep working then. Again, my mother would have said, oh, if you start something, you need to keep at it. When I finished it, I had got a bursary award in the high school for doing the course, and I got the cup for my year that year as well. And I got my distinction in my advanced business studies qualification, which was equivalent to my A-levels. I had got offered the opportunity to go to university in Jordanstown and study accountancy, but with family circumstances at that time, I chose not to go. I suppose sometimes I look back and think maybe that would have been good. I would have already had my degree possibly by now and be finished, but then on the other side, at that time, I had 2 younger brothers at home and it seemed better to stay at home. I do recommend probably getting the experience at the time was vital for accountancy, because actually just knowing the text isn't as useful as having the actual practical experience of either working in a practice or in a business in their accounts section, because you just learn so much more by the actually doing the job. I would say when my mum died, that changes your perspective in life. You probably view things differently. I wouldn't get too hung up maybe in issues that other people would. I wouldn't view myself as someone that maybe panics about every decision I take. I've failed exams before, and you can always resit them. It's not the end of the world. It's only an exam. In the vast scheme of the world, there's much bigger issues. And again, if there's something you really want to do, I would just say go for it, but be prepared to put in the work.